Here we go. All right, well, thank you everyone for being able to join us for what is now our 4th City Hall. Woo, can we get a woof? We made it. We're a month in to hosting these lovely build stops and City Halls. Hope you guys have all enjoyed today. It's been another immaculate vibes energy, and looking forward to being able to go through some of the wins of the week, some of the earning opportunities, give you guys an opportunity to see some of the new cool events and things coming up. As you know, this is our usual structure, and I'm looking forward to getting some energy going, some vibes moving as we go into this. So there we go. So I just want to first shout out one of our bounty winners. So as you know, we do a bounty for the BuildStop and for the City Hall. So last week we had our first NFT Pat. So shout out to you for being able to snap that up. Can we get a round of applause for NFT Pat? Just like Society, his first bounty, first dub. Like, we don't mess around here in the UK. When we create content for the top level. So congrats to Pat. And then obviously there's chance for you to get bounties as well. So as you know, the BuildStop, to talk about your experience coming here today, how you found it, the talk with Dan Bolin, the office hours with Hugh and AJ, like how did you find that experience? Write it up in a thread, post it, do videos, do photos, add in as much content as you can to make that extra special. And then to City Hall. So take notes right now. As I go through this, have a little look about the wins that went on, the people came up and spoke, the events coming up, and then do your recap on that City Hall. Can have a chance to get 100 quid in total. So hopefully it could be you. So make sure you're taking notes, and let's, without further ado, get started. Now, as you know, we like photos, and so we've been setting up, you saw it earlier in the day, you can scan this, get the quality photos, doing your recaps. Make sure you got the very best, so it's top tier echelon content. I give you like 2 seconds to make sure that scans through, and then extra close. While you do that, I'm gonna admit a couple people. There we go. All right. So without further ado, let's get stuck into it. Starting off with our lovely wins of our beautiful members. I first want to give a shout out to Jackie Boy behind the camera. He's got featured in a magazine with close to 500k followers with his photo. This one here, it looks a bit like lit, but it looks dope, like to be featured in it. So big shout out to Jackie making his way there. Give a shout out to Jack. I also want to give a shout out to Kobe for absolutely crushing it with B recently. Tons of talent coming through, tons of projects wanting to hire, and he's just been absolutely crushing it there. So shout out for Kobe for pushing on B experience. There we go. Now on to our next wins. Couple content. So I don't know if you see, Marco started a new content series where every day he's gonna take an ice bath, talk about what's been going on in the space until the gods decide to bridge back to Solana. Now, in his video, he already noted that on that time he made that video and announced it, they has actually already released a video, a wormhole coming saying that they're gonna be bridging back. So he has to come up with a new headline, but it's great to see that new content series coming through from our super team members. So let's give a shout out for Marco. Woo. And speaking of content, so it's like absolute bounty queen. I think she's done like 5 for 5 now. She just doesn't miss. And so that's what we love. Winners win, and she continues to crush it. Every time she wins, I'm gonna keep shouting her out. So you'll probably see more and more of her. So we get a shout out for Cesar. Woo! Alrighty, so those are the wins to shout out. Now the chance for some of our coolest members to come up and speak about how they've been doing, what they've got coming up. I first want to give the mic over to Legendary M's, talk about how everything's going with Moonboy. So give a round of applause for M's coming up. There you go, my guy.
Hello, everyone. Moonboy Studios. We've been creating Moonboy Universe, which is a cyber fantasy RPG. Been working on this roughly for 18 months now, and it's been a really interesting journey. The latest thing that we've done is the campaign that we ran alongside for Bonkmas, so 12 days of Bonkmas. We actually saw 20,000 players over 12 days, which is pretty nuts. So imagine if we had a marketing budget, it would be amazing, right? We could upkeep that. So there's definitely some type of fit there. Now it's just continuing to refine that as we go forward. And I keep saying to people, this is the worst that it will ever look, because this is literally stage one. This is a prototype, and people are like really impressed with it. And I'm just like, you ain't seen nothing yet. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. There's been a lot of stuff going on in the background. I can say that we are working on our next follow-up with Bonk, and we've actually got, I can say, a bit of alpha, secured 2 other sponsors as well for this upcoming campaign. It's called Big Trouble in Little China, because it's Chinese New Year, and I love my movies. So all I would say is if you do play the game now, between when we update it with the new campaign, just practice your fishing. That's a little bit of alpha for you. Thank you very much, Cap.
Thank you, my guy. Awesome. So practice your fishing. You're gonna earn a few extra tokens this Chinese New Year. Next up, that's not the laptop to click. Next up, I want to give opportunity for Black Tech Division, so Dexter, who you saw earlier today, talking a little bit about what they've been up to. I know, actually, that Michael is going to be coming up and speaking a little bit about it, but by the looks of it, he's decided to take a little trip. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little trip to the next one. And then it's, without further ado, the absolutely legendary man of the building. I want to introduce up to Jolly to talk about Zebu Live. Woo! Can we get a round of applause for Jolly coming up? Here we go.
Yeah, well, firstly, obviously, thank you so much, Stevie. Absolute legend of the game. Jack, Michael, Arch, they are doing an incredible job to bring the vibes. The amount of hours I'm sure you know they put in to like make this stuff happen, pester the foundation, expand the budgets, and everyone coming down here to support always is helping them out. And also yourselves, like showing up here, being in the community, this is what like gets you ahead for this next like bull run. And I've seen over the last sort of like 5-6 years of being in this space, that's what gives you the edge. So like everyone's doing an amazing job already. Zebu Live, my brother, who's the co-founder with me, 10 years ago, 2013, he ran his first Bitcoin event in London. That was about 3 people with a Bitcoin meetup in the back of a pub. We've come quite a bit of a way since then. So we run Zebu Live, which is about 3,000 people. Last year we had amazing attendees from like Coinbase sponsored, Man United, Hugo Boss, all the sorts of people across a whole load of spectrums. Stevie will for sure be sourcing you out some tickets. You know what he's like. He's doing some wheelie dealing, but come down. If you want to get involved in any capacity, speaking, volunteering, we have workshops. If you want to present in DGen's Den, we've got a pitch competition, Fabric Ventures, which is the best VC in the UK, raising $180 million fund. So there'll be stuff happening anywhere you want to get involved. Steve will be coming live and direct with the updates, but yeah, see you there.
There we go. Can we get a round of applause? Thank you, my guy. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's save the date, 10th and 11th of October. We're gonna be in London. Speaking of saving the dates and talking about events, I want to go through a couple of ones we have up and coming. First up, York. So you've heard about me talk about this for a couple of weeks now. It's now next Sunday. We're going to be heading off to here. This is going to be pretty exciting. I'm looking forward to having our first proper solid university activation the whole day. We're bringing the vibes, bring the Solana energy up north. And this is going to be very cool to help promote our next event, which is going to be even bigger in Manchester, where we're bringing the next Build Express. So this is going to be very exciting because it's not just us getting involved. The Manchester Blockchain Alliance are there. BuildStop are coming down from Scotland. Blockchain Ireland are coming over. We're also heard rumors of ETH London and ETH Oxford sliding their way up. So we need to make sure we're crushing down that door with a Solana energy and letting them know that we're here and we're the big ones making the noise. The Build Express during the day was gonna absolutely blow them away. And they're gonna walk out that room being like, I'm a Solana maxi now. Like, get me involved. I wanna be using Solang, bridging over, like, getting involved. So this is gonna be a really cool one. I hope many of you can come up and join us for this. We wanna travel together as a unit. So let me know, we'll get together you in the group. You'll be able to travel up with us on train and we'll be able to have a great, incredible time in Manchester on the 5th of March. Now this, I will also mention, is kicking off a big old series that's going on because if you haven't heard, the next hackathon is coming up from the 4th of March to the 8th of April. The next Solana Foundation hackathon, now run by Colosseum, the Y Combinator of Solana, is kicking into gear. And this is your chance to take your startup to the next level. But it's also what we're going to be focusing on in March. So you'll hear a lot of us talking about this. Make sure you get registered already so you're up and ready to go. But every time we go around, we're going to be bringing this energy and getting people going into this hackathon. And then it's the perfect time to also then talk about, so how are we going to be doing that? Where are we going? Where are we going to be rallying the people? First one's the Manchester one. That's literally the day after this begins. Then we're going to be bringing the vibes to London in Code Club's AI hackathon and letting them all know, yes, you've got this couple-day hackathon there. Great, get some basic things done. Then come and join us. Now let's actually build that into a business. And then that's where we're here with that Colosseum hackathon to absolutely blow them away. That's the 8th to the 10th of March. So if you're in London, come and join us down here. This is going to be a lot of fun and a really good way to meet a load of incredible builders in the space and give them that Solana energy to bring them over. After which, we're then going to be heading out of London over to Oxford. And Oxford are doing, not only they're doing their own little hackathon at the same time as in Code Club, but they've also got their conference straight afterwards. We've been speaking with them, and on the 12th of March, we're going to have a special Solana ENS day. And so this is where it's going to be all of the vibes, all of the incredible, we hope to go there, capture all of those lovely Oxford students, let them know that if you're building on Web3, there's no other place in Solana. Like, where else are you going to do? There's only one chain that brings the vibes. There's only one chain that you can actually use and build something amazing on, which has tons of users, tons of liquidity, tons of people without having to use an ETH L2 to be able to actually make something. And so we're going to be bringing those vibes there, and on the conference itself, we're going to be there. We, again, just like all of these events, I want to make sure we're bringing an army. Like when Solana come in, we're not just coming in with a couple people, we're coming as an army. And we show up and we make sure that we put in that show. And so this is going to be awesome. Again, I hope to see many of you travel over to Oxford with us for this. That's going to be the 12th and 13th of March. And then after that, there's one little thing to make sure you're all aware of. And again, getting your dates in, scanning your QR codes, getting your registrars in, and that's the London Hacker House. I don't know if you saw it a couple years ago, we brought it the energy here. It was absolutely immaculate. I know so many people that are part of Super Team now because they found Solana at the Hacker House. And so for us, this we hope to be even bigger and better now that Solana community has grown a lot, especially in the UK from our activities, what we've been able to do, all of your guys' efforts in being able to build incredible tools, incredible projects and bring more people in. So this is going to be mega. I hope to see many of you here and we can absolutely make this a huge, massive spectacle. 5th and 6th of July, save the dates. This is going to be mega. Tell your friends, bring your nan. It's going to be awesome. And there you go, that's the events that we have up for coming up soon. And I want to go over a little bit of the earning opportunities before we wrap up. Again, if you didn't see, we're hosting the first ever content hackathon. Solana Scribes is currently live, over 120K in prizes available. Everything from writing a research report, to doing memes, to doing comics, like incredible stuff. This is the first time it's ever been done. Shout out to Lampert Dow for being able to bring this all together and Mert for being the wizard to make sure it all can happen. This is super exciting for any writers in the room. This is your first ever opportunity of competing in a hackathon. Traditionally, they've been for devs and people who want to start a business. No longer. Here you go. Only possible in Solana. What can we say? So make sure you're going on here to earn.superteam.fund/scribes. Check out the tracks, compete, and if you are, let us know. We want to help. We're going to help make sure the UK shines bright at the Scribes. So get signing up. Next up, I want to shout out some earning opportunities here. First, FOMO, they're doing an awesome thread up to $1,000 available for writing Twitter threads. Like, what other industry is this possible in? How can you earn $1,000 writing Twitter threads? Here you can. FOMO, earn.superteam.fund, that's a great place to check out. Also, a special love to our friends in Germany. They're crushing with these bounties. You can do it for writing Twitter threads, creating content, being able to share about the upcoming Colosseum, really cool opportunities for our writers in the room. And then Neon Labs doing a really cool infographic deep dive on their ecosystem. If you haven't checked them out before, have a little look, have a little explore. Come from a newbie perspective. That's always very valuable content for a project to be able to see. It's like, how does a new user interact and what is that experience like? And then for new users looking in, it's like, oh, cool, this is what can I expect? So no matter what level you're at with any of these projects, your opinion is valuable and we want to be able to help. So make sure you get right into these and don't let society sweep them all up. And then the last little one's a couple projects up for grabs. Access are looking for a lovely little videographer to create a hype video for them. And our friends are assist are hunting for their back-end developer. So if you're intrigued on being able to jump on, joining these projects, here's a perfect opportunity. And that's it. That is our City Hall for today. I hope you guys all enjoyed the lovely, good vibes. Again, remember, you can get money right now from doing these recaps. So here's the QR codes to be able to scan, get up to date with everything from BuildStop to the City Hall. Make sure you're bringing in that bag. We want to help support you as much as we can. This is a little token that we get to do, but I'm excited to continue speaking with everyone here to make sure anything you have planned, we're here to be able to accelerate. So let's fucking go, everyone. Here we are. Thank you all for joining. Again, get your photos in the QR code, and I appreciate everyone for being here. So have a good night, everyone. Cheers. Woo. And that's a good night to everyone else as well. I hope you guys all enjoyed. It all came crystal good. And yeah, appreciate you all. Catch you on in a bit.